All right, guys, the science link for today wasn't working, so I'm going to show you what we did in class today for science, and I'm so sorry if you missed it, but for my virtual learners here, I'm going to be dropping a kit off at home. Everything got a little discombobulated today, so if you find a little baggie with a straw and an index card in it on your front porch, it's from me, and it's for this activity. Today in class, we made straw rockets, so let's take a look here. Okay, so you have your index card and you're going to fold it in quarters, and you're going to do so by just hamburgering it and then hot dogging it like this. So you have quarters, okay? Just as simple as that. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut your index card into the quarters. You actually only need 2 of these, okay? So then go ahead and unwrap your straw so it looks like this, and then take 1/4 of your index card and wrap it around your straw. Now you want it the size of the straw, but you don't want it super tight. Okay, so you just got to kind of wrap it around to make your index card like a tube, and you want it to be able to slide easily off of there, okay? So then on your baggie, you have a piece of tape that looks like this. So you're just going to take, and you wrap your index card, and you're going to take a piece of tape and fasten it down there so it stays rolled. Okay, so you take your roll, you take your piece of tape. Now your piece of tape is really long, so you have to use those scissors again to cut a short piece off of it and tape it down nice and smooth so it stays rolled. Like I said, you don't want it so tight on the straw that it doesn't slide off. You want it to easily slide off, okay, but about the same size as the straw, all right? Then you're just going to take one end and pinch it closed, and you are going to take another piece of tape that you cut off from there and tape that end closed nice and tight. You want it to be nice and tight so it stays closed. Okay, so this is what your rocket looks like so far. Not very fancy. I don't know, my camera's doing weird stuff, okay? That's what your rocket looks like. So you've just rolled it around the straw, and you've taped it, and then you've pinched it shut on one end and taped it closed. And then what you do is you take another one of those quarters that you have left of the index card, and you want to cut some fins for it. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a triangle like this. I'm going to flip it over and cut another triangle like this. Usually fins are triangular shaped. Okay, then I'm going to take my triangles and I'm going to fold them in half. Okay, remember, this is my video, so you can pause it if you need to, if you need more time. Okay, so I just folded them in half. And then you're going to take some more of that tape from your bag, and you're just going to attach, oh, I attached it backwards, goodness gracious me. Attach your fins to the back. And I'm looking, I'm like, my triangle's a little lopsided, so I'm going to trim him a little bit to make it so that he's all even. Perfectly fine. Okay, take some more little cuts off that big piece of tape that was on your bag and attach those fins real tight. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but my index card has come unrolled a little bit here. So I'm just going to take another tiny piece of tape and make sure it stays rolled, because we want it to be aerodynamic. It's going to be going through the air, and those flaps and stuff will make it slow down. So I'm going to look at this one too, because my other one was a little crooked when I folded it in half. And this one is too, so I'm going to cut it off here, make it a little more even. All right. And then I am going to go over here to this side and tape on some fins this way. And for a little piece of tape, just cut. You have lots of tape on your bag. They gave you quite a big piece. So you can just take and put a little bit on each one like that. Fold your fins up, okay? So there's my rocket. And they showed on the video you could make these fins different sizes and shapes. One of them took and even cut the nose of the rocket to be a point. Okay, so you could experiment with different things, but this is a basic rocket. Then you take your straw and put it in there, and you'll feel if you put it in there too far, it starts to get tight. You don't want it to be tight, so don't push it in until it feels like it's stuck. Just put it on the end so it's still kind of loose, and then you put it up to your mouth and see how far you can shoot your rocket with one big puff of air. All right, so that is how you make a rocket. Let me just, let's see here. All right, those are the rockets we made, and we went outside and we blew on it to see how far it goes. So you just one big puff of air to see how far your rocket will go. And if it doesn't go like some of our rockets today, they went up and down kind of, and they curved around. So experiment with the shape of the nose. Like I said, experiment. See, my fins, if you look at it, I didn't put them on there very straight. They're kind of wonky, so that might make it turn. So if you have to, make the fins a different size or put them in a different place. Experiment and see how far you can get your rocket to go. I hope you guys have fun, and we'll see you later.